more knowledgeable about that. And today, actually this week, I want to talk to you about something that's really, close to my heart. Why? Simply because, within my company, that's something I've struggled with a number of times. And I've sort of realized that it was important to really advocate for that. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about developing market-based solutions for renewable energy industry, right? As opposed to only grant and simple simple subsidies, right? So why am I saying that? That's what I want to develop all the way through this week. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I believe that market-based solution is, for me, the way to go to build a sustainable business. And we're going to start today by talking about the first reason, and every day I'll be talking about one other reason. So what is the reason I want to talk to you today about? It's the economic efficiency. What I'm saying to you is developing market-based solution is good for economic efficiency. Because one of the things that you should know that at the heart of any thriving industry is economic efficiency. And for renewables, for example, so this means getting the most energy output with the least input, both in terms of resources but also cost. So market mechanism naturally will drive this efficiency. Yeah. And this is something we need to be advocating for in the industry. Yeah. And one thing that you could see, for example, I'm sure you heard about the different auction that happen in different part of the world, and I can give you a couple of examples. So those auctions, both in solar and wind, they've led for a dramatic reduction of cost in renewables energy. For example, a country like India, yeah, they've seen plummeting, solar tariff bid in the auctioning bid. Now it's very ridiculous, right? So I think it's $2 cents, something like that, making solar one of the cheapest source of electricity in the country, but also around the world. And I also have the same example in South Africa. For example, the RIPPP program that many of you, I'm sure, are very familiar with. If you look at, for example, cost of solar and wind, between the time it started, I know it was launched around 2011, but actually project sort of came out 2014 when it was actually completely built. If you look at that between now and then, for solar, the costs have, sort of half, and wind is being almost divided by three. Yeah. And that is what it does. When you actually apply economic efficiency in a market-based solution, in this case, you see prices sliding. And this is one thing. And for me, this is much more sustainable, right? As opposed to simply applying some subsidy and grant. Subsidy and grant are not a bad thing, but for me, they should just kick up the industry. But clearly, what we want here is develop a solution that rely on the market for market to carry on, right? And as renewable become more cost competitive, to the market mechanism, so the shift, from fossil fuel become not just an environmental choice, but also an economic sound decision. And I tell you one thing, especially when you're talking to business people, that is the second part. That the second part of the question of what I said before. That this is really what they're looking for. What is the economic sound decision here? Business case for them to move and to go into renewable. Yes, they care about environmental. Yes, they're happy when they can contribute. But at the end of the day, their company, their business will not survive. Yeah, the current capitalist world environment if they're not making money. So it needs to be an economic sound decision. And if you can provide that to them, yes, yeah. And this will widen the adoption of renewables beyond the environmentally conscious stakeholders of the broad market. So clearly for me, economic efficiency, that's what I'm saying, is the first reason why we want to be developing market-based solutions. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about the second reason. So stay put. But in the meantime, what you want to do, you want to like this video, you want to comment, and you want to share with people that you know. And just tell me, do you agree with me that economic efficiency is something that is definitely driving the industry forward? Just let me know. Be more than happy to talk to you. Take care, guys.